got a freestyle I just dropped on YouTube.
Let's get this party going.
You got another day to be great. You woke up, so that means that you have another day to be great.
Yeah. Somewhere. Okay, I had to put it out somewhere. All right. So anyway, we're gonna get into the rest of the show. Okay, it's gonna get very, very depressing. Okay, downright depressing. But this first thing, we're gonna start with the Charlie Kirk updates. So, and just tell you what the agenda is. All right. So, mind on my money, I'm racking my brain. Like, bro, that's a crazy, bro. Mind on my money, racking my brain. Like, what? Come on, that hook is sick, bro. Sick. I can't wait till he drops it on DSPs, bro. We need that. We need that immediately. But technically, that's somebody else's song, though. Technically, that's somebody else's song. But he might do something else with it. And I hope to God he does. Like, he has the other dude Pressure on there, which is cool. Like, his verse is cool, but man, him just doing it by himself, chef's kiss. All right, so look, the agenda for today. Okay, Wall Charlie Kirk update, because all the updates regarding the shooter and everything is completely insane. I'm also gonna dig into Trey Reed. All right, so that's the young man lynched at Delta University. All right, I'm not gonna mince my words there. He definitely was, because for some reason they're saying he was hung from a tree, but his legs was broken. How are your legs broken and you were hung from a tree? Just throwing that out there. Minneapolis mass shooting, and this is not a normal mass shooting, because somebody, after Buddy Boy said that crazy stuff on Fox News about the homeless people, went out there and shot 8 homeless people in Minneapolis. We have to stop the violent rhetoric all the way around. All the way around. Nah, he wouldn't have previewed it if he wasn't dropping it, but he definitely taking press off. Oh yeah, press gotta come off. It's not even nothing personal, bro. It's not even nothing personal. He just gotta come off for the sake of for business. For business. It's just business, baby. It's just business. Throw him some racks, you know what I'm saying, and another record, and just say, hey, this is what it gotta be. Yeah, so then there's that. Then there's the officer. I don't know if y'all are familiar with him, but Officer Tommy Norman. He got very, very, very popular online for his community policing. He's from Arkansas. I've met him. I can't say I personally know him. Everybody in the city knows who he is. And yeah, domestic violence alleged, because the whole situation got really weird. And Journeys, real quick before we get depressing, let's talk hip hop. Okay. All right. You know what? I'll give you that. Before we get depressing, we will talk some hip hop. We will. Journeys being racist to this young man out of Arkansas as well. Try my best to cover some Arkansas stuff too. I'm trying to become a bit more well-rounded on these lives. And then I also got some venting that I want to get off. But what you want to talk about as far as hip hop is concerned? Because I do want to point out, did I send that video file here? I want to say I did. I think it's this. Like, bro, look at Mariah, okay? Look at Lotto's sister. This is Lotto. Look at Lotto. Look at her sister. Like, bro. Like, man, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Talking about break the bank, man. Mariah held him down publicly, and you telling me jail call's gonna mess him up? Bro, listen. That's why I made the video that I made earlier, because I'm like, bro, ain't no way. Ain't no way he went outside like this. Ain't no way, because it's a fluke. It's generally a fluke. Like, there's no other way to describe it. Because it wasn't like he was just talking crazy and reckless on his own. He went outside because some other entity or people kept putting out the calls. They put out the calls so much and the damage was done. Man, they freaking cut off access to the calls now. Like, nobody can request that information anymore. I'm wondering why you let him request it in the first place. Look at this girl.
I'm giving like y'all giving right now because it's really different.
Ladies, can you just look here for one? Right here, look right here.
And this camera straight ahead, the whole guy in front, straight up front.
Let me get a smile. Y'all look too serious right now. Come on. Beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, they asked if they could smile. Lotto wasn't going for it. But anyway, man, look, they look good, man. They look good. What female dropped a diss on Thug? That was Glorilla. Glorilla dissed Thug. But it was just calling him a roach and other little petty things. It wasn't nothing major. It wasn't nothing to write home about. Like, I wasn't like, oh my God, what? I can't believe she said that.
Right here first.
Like, bro, look at this, man.
Can I get a look over here?
Look at it. Here. Look at that, man. Bro, like, come on, man. Come on, man. We don't get enough love out here, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, man. Getting more of it. Like, what are we doing? This is nuts. This is nuts. They look good. They look good. I excuse the gooning, okay? What y'all can't see, okay, because it's going to go up on the podcast, is Mariah the Scientist, Lotto, and her sister looking good, okay? You know what I'm saying? Excuse the gooning. Hey, no, Young Thug's apology record was fire, bro. You know what I'm saying? It was fire. It was fire. But here's the thing. It wasn't just about him losing Drake's support. Like, I just felt like he addressed everything in the best way that he could. Oh shoot, that's the same video, man. I bet y'all don't mind seeing it though. That was the same video again. Y'all ain't mind seeing that. What's this video?
And unfortunately,
this is the heavy stuff. Okay, yeah, this is the Minneapolis. We're gonna put that down. We trying to enjoy life, enjoy this moment. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all so much for tapping in real late with me. I keep forgetting who Wham is. Wham is Lil Baby. Oh my God. Wait. Wham is Lil Baby. Gotta get the Gatorade. I'll be putting a link where you can buy the product and give me a commission. Ooh, wait. Now, you got anything else you want to know? All right, because we're kind of doing the freestyle a little earlier than at the end. Thoughts on what I arrived? Okay, what thoughts? Has anyone else called him that I heard that I heard he retired? Who, Lil Baby? Nah, Lil Baby ain't on your title. I arrived on your title. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Hey, I'm finna give you the updates. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're here for. So I'm gonna give it to you. Since that's what you popped up here from Twitch on, I'll give it to you. Nobody else has called him that. Now look, here we go. We gotta get into this. We gotta slide into it. Now, this is the Sheriff's County Office update, right? Regarding the old man. Okay, so the old man that was arrested initially. This is what happened. All right, so peep game. And then we're also going to slide into let's get depressing. Yeah, let's get depressed. Everybody ready? You know what I'm saying? Whew. All right. Now, The arrest and booking of George Zinn for obstruction of justice and possession of child y'all know material, okay? Young child material. I'm gonna say it that way so I don't get flagged. But anyway, on 9/10/2025 at Utah University, Valley University, Zinn was attending an event where a shooting occurred. Shortly after that shooting occurred, and while people were fleeing the area, Zinn was seen yelling that he had shot Charlie Kirk. The UVU police, that's the crazy initial, took Zinn into custody and transported him to the UV police department. At that time, Zinn was not cooperative with law enforcement and did not want to speak with investigators. Zinn began to have a medical issue and was transported to a local hospital. While at the hospital, Zinn did freely state that he was not the shooter, but yelled he was to hinder law enforcement response. Zinn, this is not an official doc. No. This is him. This is an official doc. This is an official document from the Utah County Sheriff's Office. Okay, Syndrome. Like, this is official. This is from their website. This is about the old man. This is their press release. Okay? Horse shit. I have seen shit. What? Yeah. Yeah, come on, bro. Yeah, this is the press release. It literally says it up here in the top corner. Come on, man. Don't play me, bro. Don't play me. Yeah. You're talking about something else. You're talking about something else. Yeah. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, everybody messed it up. Oh, and the argument I got into today about weighing in the pass for having writers and fans for moving the goalposts. Yeah. Fans are not ready for that discussion because one of his writers was Drake. They're not ready for that discussion. While Zinn was at the hospital, an FBI agent and an agent from the Utah State Bureau of Investigation met with Zinn, who agreed to speak with them concerning the matter. Zinn admitted that he had yelled that he was the shooter to allow the actual suspect to flee and hinder law enforcement during the interview. The agents asked to look at Zinn's phone, and Zinn agreed to let them. Zinn told the agents that he uses his phone to view child. Oh my God, I'm super pro Charlie. I do not like disinformation. I'm sorry. Hey, it's all good, bro. It's all good. One thing you're not gonna get from me is any disinformation. I'm just gonna tell you the truth. That is one thing you can count on over here. I'm gonna tell you the truth. All right, I might misspeak. You know what I'm saying? I might misspeak, but I must tell the truth. That just is what it is. All right. So, and there may be some images on his phone. Those agents did see several images on the phone of prepubescent girls scantily dressed. Oh my God. At the time, Utah County Special Victims Unit detectives were also asked to take over the matter, as other agents were needed to help with the UVU incident. On 9/15, that got to be capped. You know what? No. He's dead ass. No, he's dead. He's dead ass. He's dead. Bro, it's so wild. I had to go validate it. This is true. Did you see more about him? No, they haven't put out more about him. They only put out more about the Charlie Kirk stuff. That's it. That's the only stuff they put more out of. They just put out this press release and said he's being charged for this. He's being held in the jail for this. He was at, the stuff about him being at 9/11 and him being at the other stuff. Yeah, they said he was at like every major crazy event that happened in America. He was there, which I have questions, because how do you pop up at all of those? How are you present at all of them? How did you live through all of them? Right? Yeah, weird, but how to prove it? So he would have to show video. He would have to show video of himself at every single incident. He would have to show video. Are there charges? Yeah, I'm getting to that. At the time, on the 15th of September, a search warrant was obtained by investigators for Zen's phone. During a preliminary review of the phone, the investigators did view over 20 images of children ranging from 5 to 12 years old in various stages of undress and sexual posing. There were several very graphic sexual text threads in which Zen shared the images with other parties. Zen admitted to SVU investigators that he gets sexual gratification from viewing them and sharing CSAM images with others, that his preferred victim age is 5 to 12 years old. George Zen is currently being held in the Utah County Jail for second-degree felony obstruction of justice, second-degree felony of sexual exploitation of a minor, 4 counts. At this time, there is no information that Zen actually concluded with the shooter. Zen was in attendance and intentionally yelled he was the shooter, and by doing so obstructed law enforcement from focusing on the actual shooter. The investigation into the CSM material is ongoing. Scam images is crazy. So 9/11 with the Boston. Yeah. The old man. That old man is wild, bro. You know the government messed up when the news goes silent. How is Andrew Tate just walking free with no updates or nothing? And it was a clear setup. Scam images is crazy. Okay, lock that man up. Bro. He's a sicko. And I felt like he just didn't have nothing else to live for. I felt like he just did everything on his bucket list and was like, you know what? I'm going to go to jail now. Yeah, that should spice things up. I'm going to go to jail now. Because there's no reason for him to have done what he did. I am unsure Andrew Tate did anything now. He spoke out and got charged. So here's the kicker, right? I think when I think about Andrew Tate, you know what I'm saying? Quick sidebar. When I think about Andrew Tate, because now the next thing is I'm gonna go through these text messages. Just to tell y'all real quick. With Andrew Tate stuff, I think he did something illegal and wrong. He did something. Now, is it exactly what they're saying he did? Probably not. But he did do something. Period. He did something illegal. Like with them girls, he did something illegal. Somebody was not happy with that scenario. He did something. But at the end of the day, did he do exactly what they're saying? I don't think so. I genuinely do not think so. Possibly. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna end that with that. So here's the text messages. So this is all on September 10th. All right. So I don't know if, yeah, so this is, I don't know if this is like, I don't know where this came from, right? Insane. Real. So these are the text messages from the transcript. These are the text messages from this transcript. I think they changed the formatting because people didn't think they were real. And guess what? Look, I'm going to be honest, bro. I'm going to be honest. This guy that wrote this is the same guy that wrote the bottom message here. The writing style the texting style is inconsistent. Really inconsistent. So I don't know. It's on a real news source. It's real. It's on a real news source. But here's the kicker, bro. Here's the kicker. Here's the kicker with this, right? I don't know if anybody writes like this. It came from the FBI, but who writes like this in this particular situation? Like, why is he writing like this? Like this text, like this, it's kind of wild. It's kind of wild. Like there's a lot of people online that just like, man, I don't think nobody writes like this, especially when you see how he wrote here. Because he says, hey, guys, it was different in their context. This is from someone who is not normal. I mean, again, I agree. He ain't normal. Because no normal person does that. But at the same time, like, being mentally unstable. But he's in a situation where he could get caught at any moment because he's trying to go get back his rifle, right? So it just doesn't seem like he would type all of that into one text. Like, that's a lot of typing. Hey guys, I have some bad news for you. So people were like, Charlie got shot, dead. I just saw the video. Holy shit, rip. I guess bro didn't deserve to go out like that. Sad. Hey guys, I have some bad news for you. Oh, it was me at UVU yesterday. I'm sorry for all of this. I'm surrendering through a sheriff friend in a few moments. Thanks for all the good times, laughs. You've all been so amazing. Thank you all for everything. It takes 2 typings to a paragraph. However, here's the thing, bro. Who's self-snitching like this over text? Like, this is the meanest self-snitch ever. Like, even this, like, why'd you have to tell them I'm surrendering through a sheriff friend? Why'd you tell them you're surrendering through a sheriff friend? There's no reason to do that. You just say I'm turning myself in. That's how you say I'm turning, and these are people he's comfortable with. He's in this Discord server with them. That's all I'm saying. Like, it just doesn't seem normal, especially when you consider the fact that he was very, you know what I'm saying? He's very into the internet culture, and he had like the memes down and the ooh and all the other stuff. Like, if he had all that down, then he seems like he talks in slang. What do you mean you're surrendering? This seems off. Like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, people who are uneducated, these people are retarded. They don't know the concept. Nah. He's not dumb. Like, he's not dumb. He's not. He's just not. The guy's not dumb. What he did was insane, but he's not stupid. So anyway, Tyler Robinson, drop what you are doing. This is a message to his roommate. Drop what you are doing and look under my keyboard. The roommate looked under that is what leads the right to accuse the left of indoctrinating children at young ages. If he was going to surrender, he would have stayed on the scene. But he did surrender through his whatchamacallit. He did surrender to the police. Like, his dad called him over there, and his dad made him surrender. Because he was allegedly talking about killing himself. But he did for sure turn himself in. You don't see it. What don't I see? What don't I see? I'm clearly saying, like, yes, this dude is crazy. What you want me to say, he was turned in by his dad. Yeah, I know he was turned in by his dad. I said that in another video, that he was turned in by his dad. His mom was worried he would kill him. Yeah, he even mentioned it. That from his family alleged that he had mentioned he was going to do it. Now what? You're joking, right? I am still okay, my love, but I'm stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I gotta grab my rifle still. To be honest, I had hoped to keep this secret till I died of old age. I'm sorry to involve you. You weren't the one who did it, right? I am. I'm sorry. I thought they caught the person. No, they grabbed some crazy old dude. How would he know they grabbed an old dude? How did he know? Then interrogated someone in similar clothing. Again, how would he know? How did he know all of this? When was this text going on? I had planned to grab my rifle from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet, almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering. Why? Why did I do it? Yeah. I think, and you know this is lefty ideology. Wait, his dad? That's crazy. Yeah. Wait, I think it's a leftist ideology. No, it's not. It's not a leftist ideology. This guy is just crazy. He was tapped into the news cycle. Yeah, he clearly was just tapped in on X. Like, who was he following? He had real-time updates. But at that point, they had already found the rifle. Like, if he's at this point getting it, he should have known they found his rifle. Anyway, next text. Uh, why did I do it? So this is after he said, "Why did I do it?" He said, "I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated out. If I am able to grab my rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully, they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it. How long have you been planning this? A bit over a week, I believe. I can get close to it, but there's a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept that spot, but I don't want to chance it." My thing is, like, that's all you had to say after him saying all of this is, how long have you planned this? That's it? That's the only question you ask? How long have you planned this? That's all you ask? I wish I had circled back to and grabbed it as soon as I got to my vehicle. I am worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back Grandpa's rifle. I don't know if it had a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. I worry about Prince. I had to leave it in the bush where I changed outfits. Didn't have the ability or time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find Prince. How the fuck will I explain losing it to my old man? The only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel. Why why is he just saying this? Why is he just saying this? Like, why? Why would you just say this like this? So did the guy with a rifle with a silencer get charged with possession? No, no, I don't think he got charged with anything. They haven't said nothing about him. They just released him. And then this is the last text. Remember how I was engraving bullets? The effing messages, as also as far as the ads go, after Charlie's death, and you have Bethesda celebrating his dead. I will never buy their game again. Arrowhead Studios did right. They shut down all their socials to prove they do not have a side in such an abysmal execution. Arrowhead did it right. They shut down all their shows. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with Bethesda. That was a wild tweet. That was a wild tweet with the cat. That was a wild tweet. That was a wild tweet. They didn't have to do that. They didn't have to do that at all. That was wild. Remember how I was engraving bullets? The effing messages are mostly a big meme. If I see notices ooh on Fox News, I might have a stroke. All right, I'm gonna have to leave it. That really effing sucks. Judging from today, I say Grandpa's gun does fine. I don't know. I think the scope was 2K. Delete this exchange. Like, it seems like there had to be more stuff in here. Because he's just talking to himself now. Delete this exchange. My dad wants photos of the rifle. He says Grandpa wants to know who has it. Who has what? The feds released a photo of the rifle. It's very unique. He's calling me right now, not answering. Since Trump got into office, my dad has been pretty diehard MAGA. I'm going to turn myself in willingly. One of my neighbors here is a deputy for the sheriff. You are all I worry about, my love. I worry about love. I'm much more worried about you. Don't talk to the media, please. Don't take any interviews or make any comments. And if any police ask you any questions, ask for a lawyer and stay silent. It can be a meme, but these people believe that Charlie, Trump, Vance, and any Republican should die. This is divisive rhetoric. Okay, come on, syndrome. All right. Now that I went through those, so look, we gotta talk for a second. All right. So look, the guy, we don't know. Besides his stance. No. I'm not talking about me. I'm not saying you said I was. All right. And I want to be clear when I talk about this. I'm talking about the shooter, right? Besides him being gay, all right, and possibly having a thing with his transitioning roommate. All right. Besides those two things, we really don't know anything else about dude. Like nothing else. Not possibly. It's possibly till you go into court, you have to say possibly. Do you understand how that works? I have to say possibly until it is proven in court. I have to say possibly. We don't know. It is insane to believe the other. Well, look, we know he. Yeah, I have to say possibly. So I don't. Oh, okay. All right. So anyway, all right. So cool. Listen, here's the kicker here, right? Here's the big boom here. My issue with this is people came out with an agenda for somebody that did not know the facts because they wanted people to hate other people. Like off rip, they were like, excuse me, hate those people. And here's the thing, I don't think it was anybody on the left or on the right. I don't think he's anybody's dude at the end of the day, because outside of being he's not anybody's dude. Just because. So look. Let me ask you a couple questions. Are there gay conservatives? Are there gay conservatives? And that's a yes or no question. Are there gay conservatives? Because we know there's gay liberals. So are there gay conservatives? The answer is yes. Are there transgender conservatives? Yes. There are transgender conservatives. There's both. There's transgender conservatives, there's gay conservatives, there's lesbian conservatives. All right, cool. Now, if there's all of those, right? If there's all of those, and those were issues that he had, you know what I'm saying? He had feelings about, right? He could also still be conservative and still like what he likes at the end of the day. Because let's not forget, Grindr shut down twice because of overusage by at the Republican National Convention. Shut down twice due to server overload in the area. People were on Grindr that tough at the Republican National Convention. They shut down the app. App didn't even work. They didn't even have enough servers for that area. All right, they weren't prepared. Now, with that being said, right, I think he's somewhere like in some middle, right? Because the mass amount of gays protesting make you conservatives gay. No, I'm not saying conservatives are gay. Did you listen to what I said? I said, and let me be absolutely clear here, right? I don't think he's liberal or conservative. So mass amounts of gays protesting make you Grindr. So they were on Grindr. They're on Grindr. There's numerous on the record male prostitutes talking about sleeping with conservative congressmen. I'm not making it up. It's on the record. It's on the record. If you don't believe me, you can go listen to Candace Owens and a couple other conservative voices. I cannot handle mass amounts of gay people in people in protest. I work as a stagehand. What are you talking about? Where are you going with that? But I do want to say, to be absolutely clear, my phone doesn't work with 10,000 around me. The thing is, those people, he could have easily been anything else, and it's more likely, right? Because when you look at the rhetoric that Nick Fuentes had around what was going on with Charlie Kirk and his beef. Nick Fuentes had a crazy beef with Charlie Kirk. Crazy. Constantly saying, we're gonna protest you, we're gonna blah blah blah, we're gonna fight. Like he had a war against him, and he was losing, obviously. Charlie Kirk was clearly that guy, and Nick Fuentes was not by all metrics. Charlie Kirk was that guy. Nick Fuentes was not. No, it's not that Nick Fuentes doesn't know a thing. Nick Fuentes, Charlie Kirk, he has said multiple times he wanted him up out of here. He wanted to end him in explicit blanket terms, because Nick doesn't mince his words. So it ain't even about getting them in or out of context. He was saying that stuff. He was. Yeah, Nick, okay, that's one thing we can agree on. Nick Fuentes is a flaming racist. Flaming racist. Like, 5-alarm fire. Nick, Destiny, Hassan are all the same. Whoa. 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 I don't think in this space there's any racist call for killings. Hassan has asked for violence. I don't necessarily know if he's racist, because you don't know. Racist it's focused at a race. Hassan has not focused at a particular race. He just be like anybody that's against the issue that I'm in. Oh yeah, get rid of him, blah blah blah. Hassan is racist. I would have to see more evidence. I would have to see more evidence of that. I haven't seen enough of that. It seems like he's just against Israel and what they're doing in Palestine. That's what it seems like. And it's called Google. Bro, you're making an argument. Like, just link it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Now, anyway, with that being said, these text messages, they kind of don't make sense, bro. Like, writing all of this, like he wrote all of that. Why? Why write all of that? That's too much. That's doing too much. He wrote literally everything. Like, he snitched to everything. They are a Jewish state. Bro, like, okay, wait, what? What are you talking about? I know what Israel is. I know what? Now, with this being said, right? Because I do want to go back. I do want to go back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I don't think the shooter was either party. I think he was just a crazy dude. He was more like it. You are a leftist, and you are a Hassan sympathizer. I didn't say I was a Hassan sympathizer. I asked for proof. It's the same thing that people ask for proof that whether or not crazy unfollow. What? Okay, fine. Go. Bye. I don't need you. Like, okay, you can unfollow. What are these texts? With these texts, you can't claim insanity or crime of passion. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude wrote out everything, bar for bar. I've never seen this before. This is open and shut. He's cooked. I want to see. Play it. Play what? What am I going to play? What are you talking about? Play what? Now, with that being said, I think that certain people have, and I do want to make this point. Don't let people convince you to hate other people. Like, they're just making a bunch of money. Like, they're making money off of you hating people. Don't let them do that. And I find it disturbing that what's his name? Ben Shapiro immediately bought Turning Point USA, like immediately took over Turning Point USA. Like it ain't even been a week. Charlie Kirk's not even in the ground. And you took over Turning Point USA that fast? That don't make you go, huh? And then there's the stuff that, you know what I'm saying? Play it. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Hold on. Give me one sec. I gotta get the link. I gotta grab the link you just posted. Hold on. Give me one sec. Oh shoot. Wrong chat. I gotta go to Twitch chat. Now, let's see. See where we at. All right, copied it. I'm drunk. Oh, okay. It is what it is. It is what it is, dude. It is what it is. Now,
managing business calls and texts has literally never been easier. Building phone feels like iMessage, but for business. Calls, texts, and voicemails.
Y'all, I have a very big warning for you in this video. We are about to look
insane footage on the far left have been calling for.
I'm going to show you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is another one of those videos. Here we go. All right.
LOA on X if you want. Let's dive right into this. All right. The first video, and I have given you the warning. The first video is a far left podcaster or a far left streamer. This guy's name.
But see, here's what I don't like. Here's what I don't like, right? Everybody on every side has been very, very violent. Everybody has been very violent. He's saying play it like he got the golden ticket in the video. Going harder than not about Drake's daughter. No, but look, everybody like, okay, who is even this guy anyway? What is he saying?
Any fear? Like, I don't know. It's like memes. It's just memes to everybody, I guess. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't care. I'm playing video games. Okay, I'm done today. They don't feel like there's any fear. Like, I don't know. It's like memes. It's just to their leadership to turn down the temperature. The issue is right now, they don't feel like there's not exactly like you need conservatives to be afraid of getting killed when they go to events so that they look to their leadership to turn down the temperature. The issue is right now, they don't feel like there's any fear. Like, I don't know. It's like memes. It's just memes to everybody, I guess. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Talking about guns, he was very supportive of the Second Amendment and the right to own guns. He was also a bigot and a misogynist. Does that mean I think he should have been shot in the neck? No, of course not. I would much rather him live a very long life and grow old to watch his daughter become a successful, independent career woman who's maybe a little into witchcraft. Think of all the things he might have seen in his lifetime. You know, like a lesbian president, nationally recognized Muslim holidays, beautiful mixed race children, unisex urinals, stuff that would have made his head explode metaphorically.
What was wrong with this one? This is just a comedian talking, like, and she didn't even ask for him to die. What was wrong with this one? Tell him I got to drop a timestamp. Yeah, I mean, yeah. There's okay. Here we go. We finally got Hassan. We finally got there.
But again, guys, you and I are violent, not him. Because don't let your ears deceive you. Listen to this one.
It's distasteful. It's just distasteful. Bro, have you heard what some of the people have said just in general about everything and everybody? Bro, when Nancy Pelosi's husband was smacked upside the head with a hammer, folks was like, oh, he earned it. Nancy Pelosi earned it, blah, 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 blah. When the Democratic senator died, talking about they earned it. Charlie Kirk, people are saying he earned it. Like, people do it on both sides. Like, it's insane. It's why I'm trying to think of the other. I'm trying to think of the other conservative. I'm trying to think of the other conservative that something crazy happened to, and people were like wishing the worst. Listen, no, dude. Pay attention to history. Pay attention to history. Oh, I don't even have it on the screen. Oh, I'm bugging. I don't even have the video on the screen. I was just playing the audio. Oh my God. I didn't have it on the screen this whole time. Why ain't y'all saying nothing? Why ain't y'all tell me to put it on the screen, bro?
Poor people that they can afford housing in Berkeley. I don't know how that works. My understanding is that the property owners who have properties there choose just not to rent it at all. Yeah, kill them. Kill those motherfuckers and murder those motherfuckers in the street. Let the streets soak in their fucking red capitalist bloods, dude. Poor people.
What?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy. But just like with Charlie Kirk, I would love to see the full video of him saying that, because that seems like it's a bit out of context, and it seemed like he was trying to be saying hyperbole. And I believe he deserves to be put in full context if we're gonna keep it fair.
Kill Rick Scott. Kill Rick Scott.
All right, I think you guys get the idea. Let's go big here.
If you cared about Medicare fraud or Medicaid fraud, you would kill Rick Scott.
Oh yeah, I remember when he said this. Yeah, he was tripping when he said that. That was wrong. I remember that day when he said that particular one. Yeah, we don't care enough. Not racist, but definitely out of line. Yeah, for sure. Margaret Sanger, the founder of Planned Parenthood, is racist who loves eugenics. It is wrong. Like, bro, everybody's wrong. Nobody's right. Nobody's in the right. Everybody's trying to crusade for I'm right and I'm doing good and this person is good and that person is good and da 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 da. Nobody's doing right. Nobody's doing right. Then what is right? None of them. They're making us hate each other. Why they sit back and get rich, bro? Their whole program is us hate each other. Meanwhile, they're sitting around having dinner with each other. They chilling. They texting. They're friends. They're buddies. All of them. The whole lot of them. We're getting screwed over. Royally. We're getting screwed. We're getting screwed hard. All we have to do is wake up. By everyone that's in power. All of the people that are in charge, they're screwing us. Because if anybody that's in charge is trying to make you hate somebody else, if that's their brand, they're manipulating you. Period. Dot. Everyone that tries to make you hate someone else. Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Okay, who is that? You're getting banned. Where's that stupid bot? Hold on. I'm banning that bot. Yeah, get that bot up out of here. I think the left wants me to hate everyone. No, we don't. We don't. We never said that. Nobody on the left. Okay, let me put it this way. There are some people on the left that are that way. No, there's some people on the left that are that way. There's some, but not the majority. Just like with the conservatives, there are some, but not the majority. We have to stop being defined by the fringe elements that exist on both sides. There are extreme people on both sides, and most people are in the middle and just quiet because they have mixed beliefs on stuff. Like, they might be for gun control, but they might not be as pro First Amendment, or they might be. I've been in fights over biology. I never hit for fights over biology, but you never hit for. What do you mean fights over biology and you never hit for? What do you mean? How did y'all even get there? How did you end up having a fight over biology? Like let's make it make sense. Trans women are men. That's what I mean. Okay, so you just walk up to them and say that. That's what you're saying. You just walk up to them and say that. No. Okay, then how do y'all get into a fight? How do y'all get into a fight over it? That's what I want to know. How are you fighting them over it? Because guess what? Look, I exist on this planet, and I'm telling you, it was a conversation in politics. Guess what? Most of the time, I don't see them. I don't know where to even find a trans person at. I don't even see them. How do y'all get into arguments with them? How do y'all they're getting violent and all that? How did you get there? Just because you don't doesn't mean we don't. No, it's not about that. It's about the principle of why are you having a conversation with someone that you know is going to fundamentally disagree with you at all times, because you're calling into question their existence, the existence they believe they have. They're going to disagree with you. It's like arguing with a Christian over the Bible. You're not going to move them from the Bible. You're not going to. They're just going to get mad and want to fight you. It's the same with anything that people are passionate about. You're not going to win. So you just leave them alone. That's it. If they want to be crazy, if they want to be crazy, let them. Let them. If that's your perspective, if they're being crazy, cool. Let them. Let them. Guess what? If your belief system involves God, right, and you're a Christian, you know what I'm saying, and that's what you believe, God gave them free will to sin. Let them. You have literally a God-given right to sin. As insane as that sounds, you have a God-given right to sin because God wants you to choose him. He wants you to pick him. He wants you to do what's hard. He wants you to do the work, do the labor, and most people aren't willing to do it. They're not willing to. Let those people do their thing. God will be the final judge. There's no reason to even get involved. None at all. All you have to do is let them know, and it's a very simple thing that's a principle that overrides everything in life. Your rights end where another person's rights begin. Period. Dot. Your rights end where another person's rights begin. That's the principle of life. That is the principle of America. That's it. Let them have at it. Bro, if somebody wants to chop their dick off to become a woman, do it. Do your thing, bro. Do your thing. I don't care. That's cool. That's cool. Fine and then, hey, do you. Do you. I can say whatever I want in public without inciting should be legal. No, you should not go up to people provoking them. That's weird. I should be allowed to say that is fucked up. You don't have to say it to them. That's it. You don't have to say it to them. You don't have to. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, look, okay. Now that's something we both agree on. We agree on that. Do you know who we need to be having a conversation with? Not them, their congressmen. Have the conversation with your congressman. Push for action by your congressman. Why have your congress people not made it illegal? Ask yourself that question. If they're supposed to be Christian and have such high moral standards, and that they push you to have, and they say that they have for you, so you would vote for them, why have they not passed a law to protect children against that? If that's what they believe, why have they not passed a law? They have the majority right now in Congress and in the Senate. If it is a liberal Congress, they are only bought. These people are fraudulent. Dude, we're talking about the Congress we have right now. It's mostly conservative. Do your thing. Can I share a video for you later? Sure. Go ahead. Share a video. Share a video. But I do want to move on. I do want to move on because I've been on this for quite some time. I've been on this for quite some time. Let me go back because I went. Let's see, Trey Reed. Because I do want to get into this, right? Yahoo News Canada. Yeah, see, I gotta go outside the United States to find out about the United States because people in the United States ain't doing what they stuff ain't hitting the way it used to. All right, so let me put this on the screen. Share screen. Oh my God. Whew, sorry. What we know about the death of Trayvon Trey Reed, black student found hanging at Delta State University. Let's see. In 2025, in September of 2025, after Delta University staff found the body of Trey Reed on the Cleveland, Mississippi campus, claims circulated online how the 21-year-old had died. DSU police chief Michael Peeler said during a news conference on September 15th that Reed, who was black, was hanging from a tree near the university's pickleball courts when staff found him. Claims circulate online that Reed had been lynched or that he suffered multiple broken bones before he died. Though the term lynching can strongly apply generally to killings by a mob without due process, it carries strong associations to violence by white people against black people in the U.S. One Threads user whose post had 5,000 shares at the time of this writing wrote, his name is Trey Reed. He was 21. He was a black student lynched in 2025, not 1925. Don't let them bury his story. Claims about Reed's death circulated widely online, some connecting it to the death of Corey Zukatadis, as a 36-year-old man found hanging September 15, 2025, near a casino in Vicksburg, Mississippi, about 100 miles from DSU. 2 people got hung? What's going on? Speaking about Reed's death, Maury Roque, the deputy coroner at the Bolivia, said appear to imply suicide. Hiller said at 2 p.m. during September 15th conference that investigators did not suspect foul play, which typically means violence or murder in Reed's death. A spokesperson for the Bolivia County Coroner's Office told Snopes on September 16th that Rock's statement was all they could give on Reed's case. However, the Clarion Ledger reported a statement from the office on Reed's death that read, in part, we can confirm that the deceased did not suffer any lacerations, contusions, compound fractures, broken bones, or injuries consistent with an assault. At this time, there is no evidence to suggest that the individual was physically attacked before his death. The office did not respond to multiple subsequent calls from Snopes to ask for a copy of this statement. We also reached out to DSU police and Cleveland police for the latest statements on Reed's death. A spokesperson for the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation said the Bureau was only assisting in the investigation, so could not provide further information. According to a September 16th Vicksburg Post report, Vicksburg Police Captain Curtis Judge confirmed there was no connection between Zucatotis and Reed's death. Judge also said that Zucatotis was white. We reached out to Vicksburg Police to confirm the details in this report. At approximately 7:05 in the morning, the university was notified of what appeared to be a body of a black male hanging from a tree central campus near the DSU pickleball courts. We later identified the subject to be 21-year-old Reed of Granada, Mississippi. Mr. Reed's next of kin has been notified. At this time, there is no evidence of foul play. While there is no evidence of foul play, the body has been retrieved by the Boulder County Coroner's Office. The Reed's family described him as a quiet little light who was the sweet, mild-mannered, would give you the world if he could. Since we're on the topic of race, thoughts on Aaron Zukats? Who is? Wait. I don't. Aaron Zukats. Who's that? BLM posts rights to violence video amid fury of Ukrainian over Ukrainian BLM. Who's BLM? Like, the organization is done. It's cooked. The founder's in jail for fraud. Like, she got found embezzling the money. Who's BLM? Who's BLM? Who's running the org? It's not even an organization now. It was a movement. Then it became an organization, and the people that tried to make money off the organization, they was fraudulent. I think she's in jail. So who's BLM now? What did you mean by BLM? Okay. So you're saying BLM is a terrorist cell. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. There had been no terrorism done in the name. All right. 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 Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Just because somebody does violence in the name of an organization does not mean they're a part of said organization. Things have to be proven. Just because somebody writes their phrase on there doesn't mean that she died on a train full of African people. Oh, okay. That's the Ukrainian girl that died. Okay. Okay. That was a horrible thing. No one helped. Nobody's a superhero, bro. Again, nobody there could stop. Nobody there could stop him. You wanted another woman to jump up and get stabbed? Who was supposed to stop him? In that train car, who was supposed to stop him? And he had already stabbed her anyway. He tweaked out and stabbed her faster than anybody naturally could react. Regular people, any regular person could react. Faster than any regular person could react. Nope, nobody could react to that. Nobody was ready for that. Not a soul. Not a single person was ready for that. You tell me somebody that was ready for that. Nobody was ready for that. Nobody was equipped to stop him. He had a knife. Nobody had a gun. Who had a gun? Who had another knife? Who was equipped to stop him? You're talking about a big crazy person with a weapon. A big crazy person with a weapon. Come on, bro. Let's be real here. So you're telling me you would have got up out of your seat and you would have recognized what was going on, and then you would have stopped him, prevented her from dying, and you would have been a hero. You're claiming you would have became a hero that day. I think it's cap. You wouldn't have became a hero that day, bro. You wouldn't have became a hero that day. I think it's cap. Yeah, I think that's cap, man. Nobody's a hero. Nobody's the hero. Now, anyway, Cody's deaths at this time. Yeah. Definition of foul play. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's just crazy that he was found hanging from a tree like that. That's just unnatural. That's not normal. Same as Kirk, no one could save him, but it all seems to be from one place. What do you mean it all seems to be from one place? Bro, the shooter in Kirk's thing was from Utah and was unassociated. It's basically unassociated with anybody. He just liked gay people. Leftism. No. It is not leftism. It is not leftism that is causing this. Because both sides have a propensity for violence. Both sides use rhetoric that is unnatural. That is not good. We need to go back to civil discourse. We need to go back to having some decorum. Who cares? Who cares? A racist can have a significant other of color. Oh my God! Shocker! Shocker! He wrote one on the bullets. He wrote memes on the bullets. Okay, and guess where those memes are from? Those memes are from the Groper Reddit thread. They're from the Groper Reddit thread. You want to get into that? And someone or a whole community can be hateful. What community is being hateful? Yeah, the gropers. Yeah. You are leftists. You just don't want to look into anything. You don't want to expand your horizons. That's what your problem is. You don't think both things. But you know what? I'm not. Hey. Hit the gulag. Hit the gulag. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Oh, how did that last message come through? Okay, that's your last one. That's your last one. That's fine. That's fine. I sent you to the gulag. Boop. And the comments are gone. Look at that. Look at that. Aw. You can't comment no more. Yeah. I'm not going to tolerate it. I'm not going to tolerate it. If you're going to come in this space, you're going to be open-minded to it could be anybody. We don't know. He hasn't even went to trial. He hasn't went to trial. Charlie Kirk hasn't had a funeral. This is all fresh. This is all way too new to be making conclusions. Okay? There are people and entities and institutions that are making a lot of money and laughing their asses off at everybody hating each other. I'm trying to create a space where people can exist and not hate each other. If you're going to be like that, go somewhere else. That's just it. Plain and simple. But I'm going to call a spade on both sides. Now, without distracting me, I do want to get back to Trey. He was right. No, he was not right. He was not right at all. Who you calling it? You know what? You know what? You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. You banned him for the truth. No, I didn't ban him for the truth. I banned him because he's being disrespectful. You're not gonna disrespect me on my platform. That's just it. Plain and simple. You're not gonna disrespect me on my platform. That's it. Go somewhere else. That's it. Plain and simple. You're not gonna disrespect me on my platform. That's it. No, that was not an opinion. That was not an opinion. He's doing the same thing that y'all just got mad at the left for doing, which is starting to call people names like, "Oh, you're a communist. You're a communist. You're a socialist. You're this. You're that." Dehumanizing a person, lumping them into labels, so then you can then get rid of them. If that's what you're saying, the left did. You're then turning around and doing it on a micro scale. Bro said, you are a leftist, you are a communist, you are a socialist. Isn't that what the left does? Bro, 60 to 75% of the violence, political violence, period, is from right-leaning figures, right-leaning people. That's the data and statistics that's already out there. On every data and statistic place you can look. It's already out there. Left-leaning people have the other 30 to 40%, but 25 to 40%. And then there's also some other that has a range in there. And other is surprisingly has like a lot more, where the people don't even have a real political background. They love segregation. And I mean, the left, they want black-only campuses. Dude, the Democrats, okay, listen. The Democrats of today are not the Democrats of then. The Republicans of today are not the Republicans of back then. Why are you talking to me about Margaret Sanger and eugenics? You're talking to me like I like abortion. You're talking to me like I like abortion. Again, my stance remains the same. People can freely do whatever they want. Okay, and what does that have to do with me? I don't care. It's off subject. It's completely off subject. Look, like I said before, and I'm going to say it again. People have the free will to sin. You can do whatever you want to. Period. God gave you that right. Roe v. Wade. What? What about Roe v. Wade? What? If somebody wants to get an abortion, that's on them. That's on them. They have to live with that, not me. It's the same thing when you make a decision to drink. You got to live with that, not me. When the killer chose to do what he did to Charlie Kirk, he has to live with that, not me. That's his sin to account for. You have to account for your own sins. You can't be out here trying to dictate whether or not somebody's able to get that off or not. Like, if you're not a virgin and you've had sex with more than one person, guess what? You're in a very bad state. Very bad state. And guess what? That's most people. But most people don't trip about that. Oh, you went to the casino, you gambled. Guess what? You're wrong. That's not good. That's another thing that's frowned upon. Everybody has the freedom of choice to sin. Whether or not you choose to sin, that's on you. It's on you. That's your decision to make. You can encourage somebody to make good decisions, but if they choose the wrong thing, it's on them. And then you got to look in the mirror at yourself. How many times you chose the wrong thing? Over and over and over and over and over again. Let these people do what they want to do. Now, Oh, we talking about freedom of choice. Yeah, I'm talking about freedom of choice. Because bro over here talking about like eugenics and oh, I forgot to put the stuff on the screen. That's why you can't see it. My fault. My fault. I thought you could see it. I thought you could see it. I forgot to put the stuff back on the screen. Cause I banned the other dude from Twitch. I mean, that was on here. EDS3 Gaming. Like how is he still able to comment? How is he still able to comment? I banned him. How is he still able to comment? That's kind of crazy. No, like I can see. So here's the thing that's crazy, right? I banned dude. No, yeah, I know y'all don't see it. I see it in my app. I can still see it. His comments were hidden. I hit shows you could so you could see them. Oh, okay. Okay. It just no, so it's internally. I have a different app. But yeah. I'm good. I'm good on it. Like I just banned him. Like I wasn't finna go for it. Like I wasn't finna go for it at all. Bro was tripping. He was tripping. He was being disrespectful, and I just wasn't going for it. He wasn't even having healthy discord. He was just name calling. Like if you want to have a conversation, cool, let's have a conversation. But what you're not gonna do is just start name calling. Like no, just you disagree with me? Name call, name call, name call, label, name call. Like no, that's not a productive conversation. So you can get up out of here. Next person. Like if you want to have a productive conversation, let's have a conversation. But if you're not willing to have the conversation, don't step to the table. Don't come here. Like just don't. And that's it. Like we can have a productive conversation. We can live out the First Amendment as it's supposed to be. We don't have to disrespect people. You don't have to. Okay? You're showing your ignorance. You're showing stupidity when you can't have a actual argument with somebody without disrespecting them. That's it. That's what it boils down to. Now, I do want to go back to Trey Reed real quick because I keep getting distracted. Trey Reed, like, I don't think he killed himself, bro. Like, that's pretty crazy. Ruth Ginsburg was a huge supporter of Margaret Sanger. Ruth Ginsburg is dead. Ain't she? Ain't she dead? She died. What you talking about her for? She dead. Who cares? She's died already. Rest in peace. What are you bringing her up for? So it's Margaret. Thank you. Okay, cool. They're both dead now. Now what? The organization is still here. Okay, and stop bringing those people up. The organization of old is not the organization of now. They provide a lot of good services, bro. They provide a lot of good services and a lot of help for low-income communities, bro. They do. Outside of abortions. I know that sounds crazy, but I went to Planned Parenthood before. I got condoms. I got very cheap STD checks. You know what I'm saying? Back in my walk. I was walling. You know what I'm saying? So I would slide up over there, pay them $25, $50, get checked out, boom, find out I'm good and move on. Like move on. Like I just go up over there real fast. Because they had a fast turnaround time. Like you could go in there and you could find out your results in like 2 hours. They was moving that stuff. They was moving them test results. Now, I don't think Trey Reed killed himself. Because I'm just finding it odd for in 2025 for a black person to hang themselves. Somebody hang. You know what? Let's look this up. How often does somebody hang how often do people hang themselves? Oh, okay. Let's see. NIH. Let's see. Oh, that's Swish. That's in Sweden. I want America. All right, let's see. In England and Wales, that's still not America. Okay. Okay. 49,000, almost 50,000 people died by suicide. By race and ethnicity. Okay. What is going on? Why are black women doing that to themselves so much? Short by firearms. What's the most common method? Followed by suffocation, which includes hanging. Okay, I just want to know hanging though, because that matters. So we have a person who wanted to exterminate inmate blacks, other races, any other birth defects that make me against Margaret Sanger. Besides that, the Nazi thought that her methods were effective. I found this to be absolutely despicable, and anyone who knows the history would never support her views. I never said I support her. What are we talking about? Okay. Oh my God. Okay. What is this? It's still not. It's a whole nother state. Fuck it. I'll just do it by wiki. How often does that happen? None of these are answering my question. None of these are actual answering my question, so I don't care. Just a statement. Oh, okay, cool. I respect your statement. So look, ask Grok. You know what? You damn right. Grok is probably the only AI that just don't care and will give you an answer no matter what. How often do Americans hang themselves? No, because here's the thing, man. Hanging goes with so hanging goes alongside with suffocation. So we have no way to know, but 24.3% of all suicides in America were deaths involving suffocation, which predominantly consists of hanging. Oh, it predominantly is hanging. So let's just say 20%, right? So 20% of the 49,000. So let's just do some quick math here. So 49,500, right, times 0.2. So 9,900. No, it's not. Excuse me. It's not about the AI. It's about the information not being available, like broken down in a section where, like, I went to the website, and I couldn't get the information that I wanted either, because the data is lumped in with suffocation. Now, Grok did provide a clarification that it's mostly no. So I just talked to Grok. Grok said that it provides. It said mostly is hanging. So I just took mostly as being like, let's just say you take 4% of that number off, so that ends up being around like what does 6% end up being? When something broken into 6, like 18.33%, like 18.33%. So I just took 18.33% away and just left it as a solid number as 20%. And then I took the 20% number and I times it by the number of suicides that are actually result in death, which is 49,500. So 49,500 times 2% gives you 9,900, and as an estimated figure. So about 10,000 people hang themselves a year as a method of death. Now, here's the crazy part. Most of those take place in the house. And my thing is, the left is more violent, but there are massive underreportings in massive Democrat cities. So crime is down when you don't report it. Oh God, of course I would come back to math. Yes, you came back to math. That's my congo with Groff. I have a conversation. What are you talking about, bro? What are you that is such a misleading all of that is just wrong, bro. But anyway, praying for Trey Reed's family. Hopefully they do that independent autopsy and we find out what actually happened to him. All right. Now we have a disturbing story.
Unfortunately, here we are yet again in the aftermath of a mass shooting. This is not normal. I'm providing details on yet another multiple victim shooting in which 8 people have been injured by gunfire. This time this occurred at a homeless encampment. The people of Minneapolis deserve peace and safety. All residents of the city deserve that on their streets and in their neighborhoods and in their homes. And I know it's been a lot of violence lately, and we just want our community to know that we are not going to give up, and that we will continue to fight so that every person in this city can be safe.
I'm sorry for that, guys. Unless we're grouping in low-income people who don't even care about politics as the left. Left is violent. There is proof in Democratic City they don't report a lot of crime. No, they do report. They report a lot of crimes. What are you talking about? The vast majority of crime statistics come out of large cities. I would say smaller counties and stuff, they're able to get away with not reporting. Not violent, but again, the Walsh and Mayor say crime is down. It is down. It is that it's down most places across the nation. It's down. It's down. Period. Dot. It is down, and it's been trending downward. The problem is we have the internet, so it just looks a certain way. It's just saying, yes, it is down. It is. It is down. There's nothing to support that it's up. Nothing. Nothing. You're just making it up. You're putting it in your feels. I can disagree. With the truth, with facts, crime is down. Crime is down. Now, what I want is more information on this Minneapolis shooting, because I want to know more about it. All right, let's see. The Guardian. You dropped it. What is that? What is that? Hold on. I'm trying to find out. Oh my God. Oh God. Police chief says, here we are again in the aftermath of mass shootings and da 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 da. Okay, hold on. Let's see what ABC has. Okay, cool. This is more information. This is the full press conference.
How do you define a home? A rare home, making a
America armed and dangerous.
There are now some 40 million handguns.
Firearms injuries represent an epidemic
of gun violence.
Join us in this campaign to reduce gun violence.
The only thing that stops a bad gun.
Americans own more guns per capita.
Oh my God. Okay. At least 13 people and 5 critically in 2 shootings that spanned over. Whoa. At least 13 people have been wounded, 5 critically in 2 shootings that erupted over a span of 12 hours at homeless encampments in Minneapolis. The city mayor said he wouldn't be surprised if they're connected. Monday marked the 4th and 5th mass shootings to occur in Minneapolis in the past 3 weeks, including one on August 27th at an Annunciation Catholic school that left 2 children dead and 21 people injured. Jesus Christ. This is tragic, it's horrible, it's unacceptable, and sadly not surprising. They ain't talking about that. The tragic and horrible, unacceptable, The Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara said the city's latest mass shooting unfolded Monday night at a notorious homeless encampment in southeast Minneapolis, in which 8 people were shot and an estimated 30 shots were fired. Here we are yet again, and this is not normal. O'Hara said the shooting at the homeless encampment occurred at 10 p.m. local time. He said an officer working at the Target store nearby was approached by multiple people running and telling him there was gunfire at the encampment. The officer exited the store and heard gunfire coming from the encampment, said O'Hara. Upon arrival, officers found 5 people wounded, including 2 people, a man and a woman, and discovered tents inside tents suffering from bullet wounds to the head. He said 3 other gunshot victims showed up at the hospitals on their own. O'Hara said at least 4 victims had life-threatening gunshot wounds, and the chief said multiple shell casings were recovered at the scene, leading investigators to believe that someone inside the encampment exchanged gunfire with the shooter who targeted the encampment. O'Hara said in addition to the shooting, a fire broke out in one of the tents while police were on scene, and that firefighters were called to extinguish the blaze. No arrests have been made in regards to the shooting. O'Hara said detectives are investigating possibility that the shooting is connected to the earlier gunfire at a nearby homeless encampment that left 5 people injured, including 1 in life-threatening condition. He said earlier, shooting just after 11 a.m. near the intersection. Damn, he was shooting at the homeless people in broad day? While the investigation is still very, very preliminary, that is certainly something that we can't rule out. And of course, it's something that we are considering. Asked about the possible connection between the 2 shootings, Frey added, "We don't know for sure, but I wouldn't be surprised." Frey said the city has been trying for months to clear the homeless encampment at South 28th Street. Homeless encampments are not safe for the people that are in them, nor are they safe for the surrounding neighborhood. With this particular one, we've been saying this for months, and we've been met with resistance trying to clear this particular encampment. In addition to the Annunciation Catholic school shooting in which the suspect, 23-year-old Robin Westman, died by suicide, Minneapolis police investigated a August 26 mass shooting that left one man dead and 5 other people wounded in Southwest. Good grief. No arrests have been made. Wow. That's crazy. Oh wow. Okay, they shut it down. They're clearing it out. Good.
Step inside Minnesota's first ever St. Jude Dream Home Showplace, built by Hanson Builders and featured in the Parade of Homes. Powered by generosity, proceeds from the sale support St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. Scan the QR code or visit the website to learn more.
Oh, nothing on the screen. Bro.
The search for a shooting suspect is ongoing.
Bro.
An effort to keep a private homeless encampment
I'm tripping.
is underway. Thank you for joining us. I'm Lindsey Brown.
I read all of that.
I'm Kevin Dorn, live in South Minneapolis tonight at the site of that now former encampment in the parking lot behind me. We're real close to 28th and Lake Street. This is where 7 people were shot last night. And today, police came in and cleared it out. The city did, and officers are parked in there. The crime scene tape is up, and they don't want anybody coming back here tonight. We are bringing you special team coverage. Camaria Bray spoke with the property owner who's been fighting with the city to save the encampment and help the people he says live here.
That's right. We're also getting our Renee Cooper, who is getting answers on if the city and county have a solution, Kevin, to the homeless situation after millions of dollars have been spent to solve it.
Yeah, but first, Lindsay, I had a chance today to ask Mayor Jacob Fry some questions. The parking lot's taped off behind me, and the mayor says people will not be allowed to return here tonight until they can ask a judge tomorrow for a temporary restraining order that will allow the city to put a fence around this parking lot. And I'm told 3 of the 7 people hurt in the shooting here around 10 last night have life-threatening injuries right now.
Wow.
Then there was also another shooting earlier yesterday before this one at an encampment just 2 miles away from here that injured 5 people, and one of them is fighting for their life. Today, we were told no.
Now, you want to know something crazy? Hold on, I gotta pull up X for a second, so I gotta take this off screen. And the only reason I take X off screen at first is because they were showing wild stuff.
Ever. Did you go to a cabin with Miss Willis? Ever.
I've been really trying to hold back this feeling for so long. And if you feel like I feel.
No.
Okay, if y'all, I can't share that. I can't share what I just watched. I can't share that. I was stun locked. I was stun locked, man. Now, I'm going to put something on the screen here. All right, so peep game.
Billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it have to get to this point?
Right. I would say this. We're not voting for the right people. In North Carolina, wake up.
Bill.
He said involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them. This is what I mean by there's violent rhetoric on both sides. That is insane. To just kill people just because they're homeless. The governor and mayor should be working on making the community safer. I mean, yes, they are, but at the end of the day, they can't prevent none mess like this. That just happened on Fox. I just showed you. That was 2-3 days ago. That was 2-3 days ago. Now we're here, and now we're at another mass shooting.
Arrests have been made yet? Chief O'Hare Debryne to recoup the cost. Point. Mayor Fry told me today that the people who hang out at this encampment, well, many of them do have homes to go to, and they
just refuse. Okay, that's fine because they want to do drugs. All right. So look, here's the thing. It's about to be 1 a.m. I'm tripping. I'm getting off of here. I'm finna go to bed. So here's the thing. My Arkansas video, Officer Norman stuff, and the journey being racist, that stuff's gonna go into tomorrow's video. But tonight was just the mass shootings, the Charlie Kirk updates, the Trey Reed and the Minneapolis mass shooting. Also played a little bit of the new Drake. But I will be getting into Arkansas stuff tomorrow. Anyway, I'm up out of here. Y'all stay blessed.